káàbọ̀ sí orí ìkànnì wa Koikimedia. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe mọ̀ pé láti iléeṣẹ́ yìí láti ń gbé oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tí ó ń lọ. Èní ní Friday tí a mọ̀ sí ọjọ́ Jímọ̀. Mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ kí ẹ̀yin wá tí ẹ ti sùn, tí ẹ ṣì wà awake just like myself. And as usual, we do our best to keep up in as much as the world is a very busy place. But we are trying our best to keep up as well. So mo kí ẹ̀yin wá pé kálẹ̀ o, and welcome to our late night broadcast. Níbi tí a ti máa wo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí ó ń lọ ní àgbáyé àti ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. So mo kí wa pé káàárọ̀. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ pé kọ́lọ́run kó bá mi fọ̀run kẹ́ ìyá náà, torí a jọ máa ń ṣe àwọn ètò báyìí náà ni kó tó di pé ọlọ́jọ́ dé. Àmọ́ gbogbo ìgbà tí a bá rántí ìyá náà, àfi kọ́lọ́run kó bá wa foríjì, kó dẹ̀ tẹ́ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. Ago mẹ́ta, ago kan àbọ̀ ló lù. Same time la wà pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀gànjọ́ òru náà ni a máa pè é. So mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti ń wọlé pé ẹ káàárọ̀. Ibikíbi tí ẹ bá wà, àfi kíkí ni. Elédùmarè mo fi kí yín. A lo software, so it's just a late night. Ẹ rí pé a lo full light gan, and save electricity. So mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Tí a bá wo àkọlé tí a kọ síta, torí every program ní ilé-iṣẹ́ wa ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Àwọn program kan wà tí ó máa yàtọ̀ sí ohun tí ẹ̀yin fi gbọ́. But ohun tí a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí, òun náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. The world at large. Ilé ayé tá ń gbé yìí. The world at large. A dẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa economy. Mo sọ díẹ̀ nípa economy UK, bó ṣe ń affect àwa tá ń gbé ní UK, àti economy Nàìjíríà, ìyẹn ní ìjẹta. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa insecurity. Àwọn information kan kàn mí lọ́wọ́ láti àwọn staff wa tí wọ́n ti padà dé ilé èyí tó wà ní Ṣàgámù. Ọlọ́run ti bá mi ṣọ́ padà. Àwọn tó kù tí ìrìnàjò yẹn ò tí ì parí, Ọlọ́run á bá mi ṣọ́ gbogbo wọn pẹ̀lú bàbá wa, Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà. So mo kí ẹ̀yin yẹn wá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wọnú ètò náà díẹ̀díẹ̀. Nígbà tá a bá ti wọnú ètò, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn yẹ̀ wò lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Èmi ni mo dìímù iná inú ilé torí ilẹ̀ ti ṣú. A dẹ̀ lè pariwo púpọ̀ láti má jí àwọn neighbor wa tó ti sùn, torí nílùú òyìnbó gbogbo nǹkan ló ní òfin. Òfin dẹ̀ wà tó mú ẹni tó bá ń disturb neighbor ẹ̀ nígbà tí neighbor bá ń sùn tí wọ́n bá wá ń pariwo. It doesn't work like that. So mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ẹ káalẹ́. A kú bó ṣe ń lọ. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, ká gbéga, ká gbéga, ká gbéga fàlẹ́rì. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́ jẹ́ ká máa lépa ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtohun tó dára. Bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. A very good evening and welcome. I hope we're not getting update on my router because it's almost this time, not any update manwa, because I'm just saying that my signal is dropping a little bit. So let's hope it is not anything major. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to turn the it's about almost this time that the router is updating. Because sync control need update. The human being also need update. So it's on the orange light. I hope it won't stay long before it comes back. Yeah, it is literally going to come back, but Kafoni few seconds coffee pada. But for now, I've switched to the mobile one while I'm waiting for that one to pick. So let's just wait for a few more seconds and then it will eventually pick back. So okay, we lost the Facebook. We will come back on that. That's not a problem. I say good evening and welcome. Ekale. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan náà ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri different part of the globe. Until we all understand that the world is a big place. The world is a very, very big place. So, Kadukwe fún Ọlọ́run ọba tí, yeah, I think everything is back to normal. So let's turn that. Okay, gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa o. Àtẹni tó máa wò nísìn, àtẹni tó máa wò later. Yeah. So the router has finished his own job. And that's the good thing about security. Because if you are not updating your device, you're likely to be compromised. Just like Nigeria has not been updated for 65 years and it has already been compromised. What we witnessed just now is just evidence that if you don't update, you will likely not move forward. Ojú kan la máa wà. And that is why for 60 years plus, Nigeria ò lọ síwájú, kò lọ sẹ́yìn, is a failed state. And everybody knows that. Àfi tá bá ń parọ́ fúnra wa. You know, I know that it has not worked. And the probability that it will work, the chances that it will work is extremely low. But let me not start from there. Let me pick it from event happening around the globe. There is quite a lot happening around the globe. So I'm going to be, using I have two systems in front of me, and we try and see what we can do this morning from my studio, where we are trying to work hard. I woke up about 2 hours ago. Um, well, 1, 2, 3, almost 3 hours ago, from a call. But look on our staff were, and they have been working tirelessly. And I can only be grateful to have a strong team to only manage the situation, whether I am on the ground or not. That shows that when you put things in place, you're likely to get, the good return. So my staff have been working back to back in the last um, couple of days. It has been, even one of them you can hear from the voice that voice, you know, is almost, gone. But we are grateful. Now, the question is, gbogbo ohun tí a rí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kogi State is fantastic for me. And it proves now that Kogi State is a Yoruba land. As much as a lot of people might say it is not. The mo kí Professor Akintoye, mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọba wa. Yeah, there was a network glitch. I mean, well, not network glitch. My device was updating itself. So that was the reason why. But it's back now, so it shouldn't have a problem. Everything in life must be updated. Even human being must be updating themselves. Because if you are not updated, you will lose almost everything. Remember, I gotta bring Imole Ogo Adulawo. Kódà wọ́n kọrin Yorùbá ronú o, àwọn ìsọlú. Where is my notepad? Quite an interesting event yesterday, right there in Kogi State. Kogi yẹn mo like welcoming of Chief Sunday Igboho. It's a great event. Mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti sùn, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣì wà awake, just like myself. I like it when it's late like this. It's quiet. London is never quiet. Many people are doing different things right now in the United Kingdom. So we're grateful. Pope is currently in Africa. Maybe we should start from there. How many of you are aware of that? Let's start from the world event. Èèyàn mélòó ló mọ̀ pé Pope travel? Èèyàn mélòó ló wà aware pé Pope travel? Pope is in Nigeria right now. I mean, not in Nigeria, sorry. Somewhere in Africa. Pope is in Africa. Let's get a sound bite of where the Pope is. Yep. Pope is in Cameroon. The current Pope, Pope Leo, is in Cameroon. Why do you think he's traveling from Algeria to Cameroon? What is the reason why the Pope will travel? Do you know? I don't know. But Pope and the US president have been in logway together. Both Pope and Donald Trump in the last few days, they've been, headlock on tasira wọn, ìyẹn Pope àti Trump. But on my screen now, I can see that Pope is currently or went to Cameroon. He was also in Algeria. And he also visited a church, a mosque. So let's hear from what we know so far. Jesus told us, blessed are the peacemaker. Is there peace in the world? Do we have peace in the world? Is a question. Do we have peace? Is there peace? And are we ever going to witness peace the way things are right now? A lot is happening across the globe. Mokeyenwa, good morning. Clef Walex, good morning. Temi Olami, good morning. On the TikTok, good morning. Good morning to everyone that has joined us. On the Facebook, good morning and welcome to Koikimedia. Do you think that there is peace in the world? Is there peace in the world? And how do we manage all the crises happening in the world today? Are we ever going to see peace? Are we ever going to witness peace? Kile Euro. Pope is currently in Cameroon. Mokiamo staff for Alenkonsi, they're working tirelessly. These are brilliant team. And I'm sure many of you that are watching our videos, I hope you appreciate them. Because without them, we will not see what is going on, especially traveling. Eshegoni Babawa, Amuluduni, there is no peace in the world. Eshe, thank you so much. Kosi peace. Kilo fati kosi peace. Why is there no peace in the world? Why are we not getting peace? Kilo leta big, a good life. Everybody live side by side. You do your own thing. I do my own thing. No clash. Kilo leta and peace. Why is it that there's no peace? Kilo fa. Why is it that there's no peace? Let's hear what Pope says right there in Cameroon. I hope my audio picks again this time around, because I was having issue with it earlier. I think it's a problem again. It's not picking. Okay, if it doesn't work from here, I might have to try it from the other side. Oh, that's Shishanisi now. Before I came on air, it was working, but it seems the audio is gone again. All right, let's reboot the system. While this one is rebooting, let's come to this one. So let's hear what Pope is saying. Pope Leo, òun àti Donald Trump, wọ́n ti ta síra wọn gan. So let's come here while we're waiting for the other system to boot. Let's hear from what Pope is saying here.
Jesus told us, blessed are the peacemakers.
But woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or political gain. Those who manipulate God for their own political gain, the Fulani agenda. I hope you are getting the message that Pope Leo is saying. Why are the Fulani? Okay, the sound is back on this one. I can hear it already. So
did you know if you live in the UK, not over the age of 55,
sorry. That advert on my broadcast. Sorry about that. So this one is back. I think I want to use this one because this one is closer. You can get the sound. Yeah, it's back. Why do you think Pope says Oroti Pope Sonya? Why? Once again, good morning. Friday, 17th of April. Ekaro. Akudaji. Adeku Friday. So let's listen to the video, but it's a sound bite, and then I come back. The peacemakers. But woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth. Yes, my dear sisters and brothers, you who hunger and thirst for justice, who are poor, merciful, meek, and pure of heart, you who have wept, you are the light of the world. Jesus told us, blessed are the peacemakers, but woe to those who manipulate religion. Those who manipulate religion in any 17th. Let's break down some of what Pope Leo is saying there. Peacemaker. Are we ever going to get peace with Fulani people? The terrorist Fulanis, like the former president and the rest of them that supported the agenda of Fulani against other ethnic groups. You've had the Pope there. You've had the Pope speaking. I'm now asking the question, are we Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Ijaw, and the rest, Nigerians? Are we ever going to get peace with the Fulanis? Can we live with them for another 60 years? I'm only doing no, because they have agenda to actualize. Is the lighting very good? Let me ask the question there. Is the lighting great? Why has this one ended? Kilo Fato end. Is the lighting okay? The lighting, is it okay? Or you want me to turn the full light on? Okay, good morning once again. It's okay, Ashe. All right. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ àwọn bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ ọmọ ọkọ ilẹ̀ Oòduà. Mo kí bàbá wa Akeem Olúwadámiláre. Tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa, I'm not trying to raise the voice too much because of the neighbors. Though is a strong war, but again, I still have to make sure that we are not disturbing our neighbors. Should we record as well? Or should we just leave it, maybe no recording tonight? Okay, let's so Mr. Henry. I gotta put on my glasses. If not, Mama strain on Jimmy. My optician says stop straining your eyes on the computer and your phones. Put on your glasses. So let me clean the glasses and so that I can read your comment. This is like an interactive section. The only thing is I can't bring you in. It will be too noisy. Mr. Kim, the question I'm asking, I think we should record because it will be benefit for the people that have been listening to my audios. So Ejeka record. So let's put it flight mode. Let's record. No, Ejenkoko. Every time I put things on my status, and those status show those things. So I'm going to put that on my status. The current, if you have not joined Koikimedia WhatsApp group, it is important that you ask for it and join the group. You will never miss anything. Mo kí àwọn staff wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. They are working tirelessly. Tirelessly. Àìtí sùn láti ìjẹta àbí láti ìjẹrin dẹ̀ la máa sọ. Iṣẹ́ back to back lèmi àtàwọn tíìmù wa tá à ń ṣe. Àìtí fojú kanrun báyìí. Tá bá parí program nísìn, kílẹ̀ tó mọ́ ọmọ tútù dìde until everyone return back to their family. Marco, sorry. So let's start the recording. Èní ni 17th of April 2026, 1:58 a.m. ní London, United Kingdom, láti iléeṣẹ́ wa Koikimedia náà ni ẹ ti ń gbóhùn mi. Mo máa ń kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ máa ń gbọ́ díò wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tajà, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní business, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílùú òyìnbó, ẹ̀yin tí Ọlọ́run ní kí ohùn mi máa dọ́dọ̀ yín, a dúpẹ́ o, àmọ́ lórí gbogbo ìgbà tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ ọ́díò wa, ẹ bá wa máa pín. A tútù padà sórí ètò ní àṣálẹ́ yìí. Àwọn nǹkan tí a dẹ̀ fi bára wa sọ lé lórí ní tọ́píìkì tí a mú wá fún àwọn èèyàn wa, òun náà ni Nigeria, the world at large, economy, 2027, insecurity. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò náà. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Pope, ìyẹn Pope. Mo kí ìyàwó, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá mi tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, mo kí yín, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi kí yín. The current Pope, Pope Leo. Let's get his full name. Pope Leo. The current Pope is the current head of the Catholic Church is Pope Leo. He was elected on the 8th of May 2025 last year, following the death of Pope Francis. Moki, thank you. The problem is when I'm recording, I don't like mentioning names because it will filter into my recording. So bear with me. I will appreciate you all, and I might pick your comment because it's still interactive. So Moki Bugwe Ntete Darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí TikTok and YouTube. His birth name is Robert Francis Prevost. Ìyẹn Pope Leo. Orúkọ ẹ̀ ni Robert Francis Prevost. He was actually born in Chicago. He's from United States. Let us now return back. Right now, the recent news activities of the Pope is doing an African tour. is currently on a major tour of Africa, recently visiting Cameroon to address local crises and meet with religious leaders. I don't know whether he's going to make it to Nigeria. I don't know his itinerary. He's also having a lot of rift with the current US President, Donald Trump. There is a deepened public feud pẹ̀lú òun àti President Trump. Kódà Trump tún gbàsí fún Pope. When journalist was asking Trump a question, I will be telling you and playing that audio clip. The conflict, Pope has criticized not just the American leaders, but leaders of the world that spending billions on killing and devastation, and no billions just to kill and put a lot of devastation in the lives of people. Stating rather that a handful of tyrants, you know, we always say Kaba in Nigeria. Amasope Kaba, you know, there are not a lot of them. When you look at the whole Kaba that we talk about in Nigeria in many years, they are not up to 1 million, but they are tyrants. All they do is make life, you know, painful for millions of our people. Just like the same thing, we have tyrants around the world. You know, and I'm just going to avoid not to mention countries, but we have tyrants. And when we look at what tyrants in the world, they would rather spend money buying, you know, into mapayon than put things that will make our life better as human being. So the Pope is now criticizing those tyrants. The reason why everybody is suffering today is because of tyrants. It's not just in Nigeria, it's happening around the world. The tyrants, they want to have everything. They are never satisfied. And they want to control humanity. And the least thing you can do in life is control human being. Human beings are difficult. You can control a dog and say, sit down, are they alone? You can control your cat, even your chicken. But you cannot control human being. Ibi tí wàhálà ti wà nìyẹn, between us and the tyrant. So this current Pope says, and I quote, that the killings ìpa ọmọ ènìyàn máa fẹ̀mí ṣòfò bí àwọn Fúlàní terrorist tó ń fi ẹ̀mí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó fi ń ṣòfò tó fi ń tàfàlà. Àwọn wo ló ń rán wọn? Àwọn wo ló wà behind ẹ̀? Kí ni agenda? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ìjà tó ń lọ ní gbogbo àgbáyé lénìí, Pope ní ẹ̀ ná billions. Nàìjíríà ti ná millions of naira, yet àìtí rí result nípa insecurity. And don't come and say it's President Tinubu alone. No. The insecurity has been like that for decades. Yes, President Tinubu has the responsibility under his government to protect lives and property. So I don't want anybody to come and say, you know, don't become APC. No, don't come and give me that nonsense here. Please. Osharo, àárọ̀ Friday, ìjọ Jímọ̀. Ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ti kú nísìn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ó wà láyé ni tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ tó sùn tó jí, á lọ kí Jímọ̀ ní Oak Kent Road. Should we find out the meaning of tyrant? Let's go and look at the English dictionary for tyrant. Because these are very big English. And on this platform, when we see big English, we try to break it down. Unilateral mouse. I don't like, how many of you like external mouse? I don't like touching the, you know, the tap on the laptop. You know, we better get mouse and lean like better alone. Oh, I hope my sound is not gone again. Kò tó gbé sound jáde mọ́. Kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? Okay, something is definitely wrong with this system now. It's becoming frustrating. All right, let's come here. Tyrant. T-Y-R, tyrant. Kini meaning?
Tyrant.
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 During Abacha period, we know Abacha government was a tyrant government. Babangida, anything military, anything military, don't trust them. During Obasanjo, we know what he did with Yoruba land. Talotushe military, Babangida, Buhari, Obasanjo, Ìdí I think one Ìdí Àgbọn, war again in discipline, but wọ́n pàdánù. Anytime tẹ́ bá ti gbọ́rọ̀ yẹn,
Tyrant.
nǹkan tó cruel. I have a video here that was sent to me from Shagamu. I can't show you, but màá fi sórí WhatsApp group wa nísìn. I cannot show you. Okay? Don't ask me to show you. It's right in front of me now. But I can give you, okay, Sony Yoruba. Gowan, Gowan as well, anytime tẹ́ bá ti rí aṣọ yìí, especially not just in Africa, wọ́n pẹ̀lú kan ní Myanmar, ìlú yẹn burú, military ló ń control wọn. So what I have here, I'm going to post it now to my status. This is another Fulani attack in Shagamu. So let me put it right. And to our status ministry, you will see it straight away within the next few minutes. So it's a Fulani attack in Shagamu, Ogun State. And this happened from the intelligence I got yesterday because staff me talk about Silelano ni ó send sí mi pé wọ́n ló ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. So I believe this happened on the 16th yesterday, or we say on the 15th. So it is a fresh attack. Koichi last year. Yeah, North Korea is another, tyrant country. Is UK and America, can we say they are tyrant country as well? We're civilized, but they're just fighting war. Welcome to the late night. I'm going to take a soft. Muritala Muhammad Okeshe, please continue to remind me. So I'm going to post it now on and I have to put a write-up, viewers discretion when I post it on so anybody on my Koikimedia WhatsApp group, you are going to see this straight away. So I've just posted it there. And there's another one. I can show you that one because that one is not anything. So the first one I cannot show you, but the second one, this is Fulani now running away from Shagamu. Let's reduce, the lightning a little bit. So let's go back. So one Sakuro ni Shagamu after to commit a crime. So that is the latest attack again. $2, Atubo another one. $2, Atubo another one. I think there's another video I didn't send to myself. So that person was saying, Kilo Shele ni Shagamu. There was a lot of bikes. It's the same person that sent it to me. 3 videos were sent to me by my staff from Shagamu. Shagamu is not Borno State. Shagamu is not Sokoto. Shagamu is in Yoruba land. Yet, we are under attack.
Tyrant.
Oppressive ruler. Anytime you hear the word tyrant, a tyrant is a ruler or authority figure who exercise absolute power oppressive, cruelly or unjustly, originally referring to a leader who seized power illegally in ancient Greece. We saw how military coup to lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ in Nigeria. So let's move forward. This system has already again, I don't know why we're not getting the audio here. So I'm going to restart it again. I have to see to this tomorrow. It's becoming frustrating now. So let's come back to Pope here. Pope. So, okay, the question I was asking again, find attention, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Pope ní peacemaker lóyún ó yẹ ká wá. Èmi wá ń béèrè pé, can we, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Ijo, the rest of Nigerians, are we ever going to have peace with Fulani? Ǹjẹ́ a máa ever rí peace láàrin àwa àtàwọn Fulani? Ǹjẹ́ a máa ever rí peace? And I believe the answer is just, I don't think we can get peace with them. And I don't think they want to have peace with us. Fulani doesn't want any peace. They are muje, blood sucking. Fulani tó náà ń dẹran tó wá sound yẹn tó padà wá tó wá ń fi ẹran ẹ tó fi ń disturb àwa tó kù. Ṣe sí pé ó ń tọ́jà nìyẹn. Abẹ́ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, Fulani tó ń da ẹran, ó wá mú ẹran tí ìwọ fi ń ṣe business, ó wá mú lọ sí oko lóko, ó lọ fi jẹ àgbàdo pákí táwọn yẹn gbìn. Are we going to have peace with people like that? Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa pé ẹ káàárọ̀. Now, if we are not going to have peace with them, according to what Pope says, the Pope wants us to have peace. But my question is, are we ever going to have peace with Fulani people? We're still talking about global event now. And as I'm talking about the global event, I'm bringing it with Monibi Baini àti Mama Sonkan tó ń lọ lágbàáyé láti iléeṣẹ́ wa. So I want to go back to Pope again. Find that video we were watching earlier. Let me post this on my timeline so I'll get into theory instead of finding and looking for it. Once again, good morning and welcome to our late night discussion on Friday morning at exactly 2:14 a.m.
Jesus told us, blessed are the peacemakers. But woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military.
You Islam. Islam ti ẹ fi ń ṣe àkóbá àdábá, ẹ fi ń ṣe havoc fún the rest of Nigerians. Let me just capture the whole of Nigeria so that we are not biased. As much as I will have just stick it to Yoruba people, but it's not just Yoruba people that are facing the serious consequence of attacks in Nigeria today. We also have other Nigerians. Why are you using your own religion to destabilize different sect parts of Nigeria, killing innocent Nigerians? So Pope, like I said, Pope Francis, no, not Pope Francis, the current Pope today, I just want to continue to give, is the head of the Catholic Church. His full name is Robert Francis, born in America in Chicago. Is currently on a African tour. Let's listen again one more time.
Jesus told us, "Blessed are the peacemakers." But woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or political.
Okay, militarily and economic gain. So these people, we say, we are Islam, we are doing religion, but according to Pope, we know it is 17th. All these I'm writing down will be my part of my memo. Tibama Kowe Melojo Waju. I have stack of it in the last 5 years. So militarily, kilo to so again. I want to
God for their own military.
Political gain. Political gain. So, and that takes me back to what the Senate president said this week, Akpabio, because I like to do this comparison together. Okay, yeah, I've got it here on Channels Television on the 14th of April. I want you to listen to this, and now listen to what Pope said earlier. Checking plate Pope again. I want us to be very, very attentive because doing this is not hard for me. But for those that are going to listen, I hope you are getting the message because I don't want you to see us as people that just don't like Nigeria, people that don't like Islam, people that don't like Christianity, people that don't like tradition. No, we just want to analyze and let it be as simple as eating your favorite food, whatever it is. For me, I can drink Gary now because Omojebu ni mi, I like in here. Tibade kokore. Let's listen to Pope again, and we'll now listen to Akpabio. Pope said something that goes like this.
Jesus told us, "Blessed are the peacemakers." But woe to those who manipulate religion and the
Manipulate religion. All the time we say that religion has done a lot of things to affect Africa. I mean, I'm not going to use Nigeria now. Do we still agree with that line? Religion has created a lot of problems, or maybe it has solved a lot of problems, or maybe like people like the Pope is looking for peace, saying that you can't be spending billions to fight war when there is hunger. You can't be doing destruction like we are saying in Palestine today. A lot of people have died. Sudan, ongoing war. Nigeria is at war, right? Or no? Kila Irosi. Let's go back to Pope. They are using the name of God. Wọ́n fi orúkọ Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n fi orúkọ Ọlọ́run. And Allah Akbar Wadepayo. Go on my status and see the latest buy of Omo Yoruba in Shagamu by Fulani. This was yesterday sent to me from Shagamu. What 4 years ilele ẹ̀jẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ tó ṣe fi hàn rárá. Do you think we can have peace pẹ̀lú àwọn Fulani?
For their own military, economic, or political gain.
Economic, military, political gain, manipulated, economic.
Dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth. Yes, my dear sisters and brothers, You who hunger and thirst for justice, who are poor.
Are Nigerians ever going to get justice with all the killings taking place in Nigeria? Yesterday, news filtered that 700 Boko Haram are now going to be reintegrated back into the society. What do you think about that? Do you know that it was Buhari that started that, and it seems that President Tinubu has continued on that pathway? Pope is currently in Africa. Yeah, Pope Francis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I've picked 5 things that he has mentioned in this less than 41 seconds video. And all these 5 are currently big factor that Nigeria is not stabilized. You know that if there is no Fulani attack, we will just focus on tackling our politicians alone about development and infrastructure, welfareism and all that. But at the moment, Akpabio said something that I want us to listen to. We come back to Pope. This is Koikimedia bringing the work closer to your doors. You're watching a live transmission in case you're wondering whether it's because some people might think it's a recorded, Somebody's asking if they catch the people, the Fulani that killed the Yorubas in Oshogbo. I don't know. But all I know is that the information that got to me from Shagamu is that after the killing, military personnel came in and escorted those Hausa out of Shagamu. You can go and verify this. This was information from yesterday. Yesterday was 6. We like to include the date so that tẹ́yìn náà bá pe Ṣàgámù ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá níyàn níbẹ̀ pé ẹ gbọ́ lórí ìkànnì Koiki pé ọ̀nà pààyàn kan ní Ṣàgámù ṣé irọ́ ló ń pa torí àmọ́ bí arẹ́ ló pa. They'll tell you. I have the video, but I can't show you. It's too graphics. Let's listen to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, on the 14th of April, posted on Channels Television. Insecurity is increasing because election is coming. So anytime the election about but every 4 years, we get high rise of insecurity. Do you agree with him on that statement? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ wọ́n ní ẹnu ní nǹkan láti máa gbọ́ nǹkan. Èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ. Number 3 of Nigerian position after Tinubu Shetima, it is Akpabio. This is what he has to say.
You are seeing insecurity today. It's even increasing because election is coming. As soon as election is over, watch out. The first 2 weeks, you will not hear any single bomb blast.
Wow. So that means it goes to number 3. Some people are manipulating the Nigerian election every 4 years with insecurity. Is that so? Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lórí? Pé every ọdún mẹ́rin, there are groups of people that manipulate the election with insecurity, using that to gain economic, political gain, and probably a military gain. Because when you look at the Nigerian military today, we've lost high numbers of military personnel. May their soul continue to rest in peace. Huge number. Please share the program on the power tab. Also, Akpabio spoke about, remember that there was news that American embassy started telling their staff to move out for whatever reason. But let's hear what Akpabio said on that issue. Maybe he knows better.
Of the states. He came in with less than 18 governors. Today has almost 32 governors out of 26. How do you win election when you don't have the structure? And some people say that even now, that some embassies are closing down. Not many embassies are closing down. Many of the embassies are afraid of repercussion from their foes. For instance, I can say that America is a bit worried about the bomb blast from Iran. And so across the world, they have to reduce their staff in case Iran decides to attack their embassies.
You heard it very well there. In case Iran, that is miles away from Nigeria, would like to attack American embassy, that is the reason why America is taking precaution. Good time to be alive, to have all this information and then start, bringing it and adding it together, remove this. Now, you've heard from Akpabio. We've given you the Pope. And those two alone, we can sit here and talk about it till the end of the program without even touching any other area, because the reason why your economic is down, according to Pope, is because of tyrants. It's because your economic that should flourish as a country that has every natural resources you can think of in the world. Yet, we've not been able to use it to the advantage of our people. We have crude oil, we have gas, we have this, we have that, we have cocoa, we have that, we have rubber, we have palm kernel, we have everything, but we've not been able to use it to make the lives of the people working. Should we continue? Are you enjoying it? Or you want us to call it a night? Kí lẹ̀yin rí sí gbogbo ohun tí mo ti sọ so far? Let's focus back. Would Fulani eventually be able to have peace with Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Ijaw, and the rest of Nigerians? Whether now, whether in the near future. So think about that and let me know. Let's look at according to the AI overview, as of April 2026, the World Bank reports that Nigerian poverty rate has risen to 63%, 63, with approximately 140 million people living in poverty, 140 million, driven by the cumulative effect of high inflation and rising cost of food, fuel, transportation, despite easing inflation, structural constraint, and agricultural stagnation. That's quite high. You need at least about $3 a day as a Nigerian, according to the World Bank. If you can have more than $3 a day, you are not included in that bracket. Not a very good news. Let's look at the MSN news feed, allafrica.com. Let's read this article quickly. Poverty in Nigeria rose to 63% in 2025, despite a slowdown in inflation, underscoring the limited impact of recent macroeconomic improvement on household welfare, the World Bank has said. The bank disclosed this in its Nigerian Development Update, April 2026, titled Nigeria Tomorrow Must Start Today. I like that. Nigeria Tomorrow. Let's write that down. So Nigeria Tomorrow, ìyẹn lọ́la, must, ó gbọ́dọ̀, start, bẹ̀rẹ̀, lénìí, today, question mark. Today, 17th April 2026. From World Bank. Ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, kò ṣe Koiki. Ẹ má quote mi. World Bank ní Nigeria tomorrow. Ìyẹn lọ́la yìí. Tomorrow does not literally mean tomorrow, Saturday, the 18th, ló ń sọ. Kò sọ pé next year ló ń sọ. Ó kàn ní tomorrow. It could be the same thing according to the British government that by 2075, Nigeria will be number 5. Now, since we are still on the world event, world news on the Koikimedia channel, I was listening to my friend Paliki News yesterday, and I hope I can quickly, because I didn't pin down, what would have helped me to get the information out. But in the last 3 hours before I went into a deep sleep, mo kàn gbọ́ Barrister Ebenezer Obey and many other highlight music like that. Maro mi roro, Kọ́lọ́run fọ́run kẹ́ Orlando Owo. I was listening to quite a lot of such kind of music, and Masiko, then Lucky Dube, and at some point I slept off. Do you know that India is now 78 years old? According to the news I heard from Paliki. Let me see if I can. No. So let's see if we can. There's something I want us to listen to. I'll try and see if I can figure it out where she said it. And then, yeah, I think this is it. No. Okay. US saw India as a pawn. So she was giving the background of how India, and there was a in India, there was what they called cloudy burst. Cloudy burst. Kò dàbí omi, kò dàbí yẹ̀pẹ̀. Ó kàn burst. Àwọn kan. Deadly cloudy burst sweeps away village within the twinkle of an eye. Ọlọ́mọ ayẹ̀kárí kò ṣe dáadáa. Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé. Ibi tí yẹn bá mọ̀ sí ni. Listen to that bit, and then I'll come back to the one I want to talk about. Let's listen to this from First Post, Paliki.
Now let's shift our attention to northern India, where an entire town was swept away in the Himalayas. There was a massive...
Entire town was swept away. India, just like Bashens of our Fulani, Wale, Wama, Palemo, fabricated. I like to relate events in the world with the event happening in Yoruba land, southwest part of Nigeria. Mo máa ń like kí n lọ mú jáde, because tèmi bá ti rí, mo lè quickly attach it. Yes, this is what we called báwo mo ṣe lè pè tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. a lè sọ pé Ọlọ́run ni. Ṣé Ọlọ́run ló ní kí lè ṣẹlẹ̀? You know, ṣáwọn eléyìí ti ṣe Ọlọ́run tó ń sìn, because Indians are not Muslims or Christians, they are Hindus. Because I know we will take it to the religion side and say, they don't believe in Jesus Christ. That's why this happened to them. Probably we not India, you will not believe in Jesus Christ. You'll probably be Hindu. Or should we say natural disaster? Should we classify this event that took place in India yesterday? There was somebody on the high rise on record, and this cloudy bus was coming. Kodabi omi, kodabi yepe, on robo. And the people that were, they didn't know that this thing was coming. Just like Fulani wọlé, wọ́n yọ wọlé, wọ́n pa méjì lénìí, pa mẹ́ta níbẹ̀ yẹn, pa mẹ́rin níbẹ̀ yẹn, pa Nigerian military, destroy Nigerian military barracks, jẹran, ṣe gbogbo wàhálà yẹn. But because ó ṣì wá ní méjì mẹ́ta, tó bá dé tán, in large force, there was, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Let me not use my mouth for such. Kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Because it will be devastating. It's just unfortunate I can't show you the video that, I'm about to play. I can only let you hear the sound bites a little bit. But if you want to watch it, go to first post. I can give you the reference number. This video was 8 months ago. I'm just looking at it now because sometimes I do repeat their videos. So it was not even a recent one. This is 8 months ago. It was 8 months ago. I'm just looking at it now. This was 8 months ago. Really, yeah. According to what I'm saying here. Yeah. So video you ten shit no. So all right, let's listen and hear how a whole village was swept away within the twinkle of an eye. Within a twinkle of an eye, they would make a lot of devastation. That the image that was sent to me of 40 Nishagamu and Fulani.
Cloudburst in Uttarkashi, a district in the Indian state of Uttarakhand. The cloudburst triggered flash floods and unleashed
flash flood.
a deluge down the hill. Take a look.
Now, this video, just for me to explain, Omiyatimbo, somebody was recording from the high roof, and there are some people that were trying to run. But I want to hear from how India
if you have used
came out of the British Empire and become a superpower. British in 2075. Yes. This Indian economic rise, I think it might be this one. Let's see. The story of India economic rise. Yeah, we can use this because at Motiri. The story of India economic being emo. Ni ayé àwọn bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. A gbọ́ pé the regional government, Baba Awólọ́wọ̀ was making things very fast. They were running very fast. And all of a sudden, we have gone back. Everything is now down. We don't have many well-educated Yoruba people as Baba Awólọ́wọ̀ because education has become expensive for many people today. Access public school money see. Private school is expensive. Baba Awólọ́wọ̀, education was almost free, at least to the point of your primary, secondary, maybe university, you probably get a bit of. So ṣé Nàìjíríà ló drive wa padà sẹ́yìn? And how do we move forward gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá? Àbákọ̀ máa jókòó, a máa wò, a ní gbégbésẹ̀. Kí làwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ ká gbé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Oòduà? Look at the presentation of what took place in Isanlu. Ẹ wo àwọn cultural troops yẹn. Ẹ wo, what has happened in Okunland, Kaba, the welcoming of Igboho there. So let's hear the story of India and come back and ask ourselves, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn. I am not talking to Nigerians. Àwọn ọmọ Oòduà, ibikíbi tó o bá fi sí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá, ìtàn bí India bó ṣe di gbòógì lénìí, òun ni mo fẹ́ play jáde láìpẹ́ yìí. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ káwa náà kọ́ nǹkankan, bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ méjì mẹ́ta, tá bá gbọ́ yẹn ká kọ̀ lọ sùn lé lórí, tá bá wá tún jí bí a tá bá tún jọ pàdé, kẹ́ wá sọ ìtẹ́yìn náà rò. Ṣé bá ṣe wà nù Nàìjíríà lénìí, tèmi àti yín jọ wà nù Nàìjíríà, ṣé a lè rise as ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ Oòduà, ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire? Tá bá dẹ̀ máa rise, ṣé pẹ̀lú àwọn agenda oríṣiríṣi tó yàtọ̀ sí agenda tí àwa fẹ́? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ohun tí Paliki sọ.
In 1947, India won its freedom.
I like noting the date. The story, ìtàn, the story of India's economic rise, ìdàgbàsókè India, in the 17th of April, 2026. Now, before we go there, remember that Pope talked about economic. Do you want me to remind you again? Yeah, we'll remind you. Let's go back to the Pope video. Because if economy is zero, the citizen will suffer. Same thing here in the UK, is a lot of pressure. Let's hear again from Pope before we go back to Paliki.
Jesus told us, "Blessed are the peacemakers. Woe to those who manipulate religion in the very name of God for their own military, economic, or
economic." Now, let's come back to India. India is not a Christian or Muslim population. How many of you know that? Let's find out what religion is practiced in India. What religion is India mostly? Hinduism is the majority religion in India, with approximately 79.8% of the population identifying themselves as Hindu, according to the census data. The country has a population of over 1.2 billion people. Yes. May the soul of my mother rest in peace. She's been to Bombay many times. They have good quality stuff there that she goes and buy. Ajala travel woman. She travels all over the world. India population is 1.2 billion. The population of Nigeria is 200 million. And we cannot take care of our people. Are you getting the message? Do you know that there's many Nigerians that travel to India for different purposes? Some of them are illegal, drugs, And some of them are doing other shady, illegal business. Wọ́n máa fi ń wọ owó. Bàbá ti wọ owó láti ìlú kan, wọ́n á gba Indian, wọ́n á drop pickers all over the place. When they are developing their own country, àwa máa lọ síbẹ̀, a lọ máa ṣe illegal stuff. That's why we have a bad name all over the world. The stigma, Nigeria. At 24 years old, I was reading from Dr. Kemalolo, a Yoruba boy. Ó pààyàn l'America. Àmọ́ bí a mental problem ni. Just pray that you are not at the wrong place at the wrong time. Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé, mo ní bíbá ìlú ti máa gbọ́n tó ń lọ internationally. Àwa yàtọ̀ kò ń ṣe tẹnu. Because I know what I endure to bring this kind of information to you. You think it's easy. And we are proud to say it anytime, any day. No other social media can beat my international engagement for you, because I'm engaging you with what is happening internationally and compare it with the Yoruba land. So when you are saying that it is because of our religion, that's why we have not developed. But there are other people that are developing with their own religion in India. The story of India economic rise. But Yoruba people were in that same position. Then what happened? Kilo shele. Why is the trajectory coming down? Kilo de te develop. Who failed us? And how do we, kickstart it so that within the next 50 years from now, we can say Yoruba land is back to its glory days. And to start it, it must be now. Konshilola. I could have decided not to come on air and sleep over and, or do. I have a Netflix. I pay for, I don't watch it. But it's because of my family that use it. I could have sit down and be watching Netflix. But we come here to share information to ma push you náà láti máa ronú in depth, whether you are in poverty, whether ebi ń pa ẹ́ ni, ẹ ṣé gan ni for the gift. But we have to appreciate the gifters. Thank you so much. So that wá lè fún wa ní mi tó jù yẹn lọ. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Wọ́n fún wa ní creepy. Kó dà pé yẹn wọ́n díẹ̀ bí. Ẹ ṣé, ó wọ́n ju rose lọ, ẹ ṣé. Thank you so much. So when we sit here, it's not because we hate Nigeria, we don't like Nigeria. Why is Yoruba land that was going into advanced development and all of a sudden, within 20, 30 years, it has dropped again? So how do we kick it back again? Oni Koiki, creeping a kere, jen fún any guardian wings, so that kí ìyẹ́ ẹ máa ṣọ́ ẹ níbikíbi tó bá wà, kí ọwọ́ ayé ọwọ́ àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ohun ẹ máa débi tó yẹ kó dé, kó lè máa jáde dáadáa. Torí mo ní tẹ́ bá ti ń sùn, èmi ni máa jí yín lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ̀rù pọ̀rọ̀ politics ni, kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ pé olóyè défìlẹ̀ APC là ń sọ ní, àwa ti ń ronú future ilẹ̀ Yorùbá sílẹ̀. Thank you so much for those of you that have joined this morning. Ká tẹ̀síwájú torí àsìkò. Now, I've given you that India is not an Islamic country and nobody wants to Islamize them. They might have their own religion issues with other religion minorities, because you cannot say that as a Muslim you are a majority in India. Okay, Eshegoni. Thank you so much. Modupe, Morati, Eshegoni. Thank you so much. Something must be reason why 30 soon. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe prayer ni. I mean, from pass around. The population of India is 1.2 billion. The population of Nigeria is 200 million. And their religion is Hinduism with 79.8. The second largest group is now Muslim, 14.2, Kote 20. But this is how the story of India economic change. If we have remained the way we are without any interruption of the fall of the regional government, Yoruba people will not be where we are today. We can come here and go back as our parents come and study abroad and return back home because iṣẹ́ ń dúró dè wọ́n nílé padà sílé. But today, we are all stuck all over the world trying to find the means to survive, because not that Yoruba land is not good, but there are something that sometimes when you look at it, you say it needs a lot of work. And we will surely get our land back, Benny, by the grace and the power of the land, no matter whoever anywhere that wants to make sure that that land is taken away from us. So let's move swiftly because I've done 81 minutes. So by 3:15, I will end the broadcast. So I have 30 minutes. So let's push it quickly. Let's go back to how Indian rise. Nigeria as a whole. So all I've been doing is I'm comparing international news and bringing it back to Nigeria, and we do comparison. So that means the headline that we're using tonight is still working. And if you're wondering, Koiki, what is the headline? The headline that we picked tonight, just want to see if I have it there ready. It says it's a late night, which is late. Ilẹ̀ ti ṣú gan. Time táwọn tó máa ń ṣèkà, time táwọn náà máa ń ṣèkà lélẹ̀. Time táwọn aládùúrà náà máa ń ṣàdúrà lélẹ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ṣe ibi sáwọn ọmọ mi kò ní wọlé. Time táwọn olóṣèlú náà máa ń ṣe ìpàdé ìkọ̀kọ̀ òru. Èyí tó ṣe lọ́sàn-án yẹn rọ́ ni o. Tó bá di òru báyìí lẹ máa rí PDP á lọ padà lọ bá APC. Mo ń gbọ́ tí Ken Okonkwo bọ̀bọ̀ senior advocate of Nigeria tó ní tí kinní kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Peter Obi á jẹ́ pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú APC díẹ̀. So time táwọn náà máa ń rìn lóru ni. Ọ̀gànjọ́ òru báyìí ayé ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. So let's hear how the story of India economic rise. Once again, welcome. And take note of date. Take note of the year. And that way we can understand how things are. Let's listen back. The rise of India. Too much advert. Let's let this go. Let's go back.
In 1947, India won its freedom. But what we did not have was money. The British left behind a hollowed-out economy.
British. Indian got freedom, but they didn't have money. Yoruba got freedom. Moriembe Yomi. Kushe. Ola Fishe Ywa. Konisua. Olori Ebiwa niya. Indian got freedom, but they didn't have money. Why? Because British or Britain knew what they were doing. Just as Britain knew what they were doing with Nigeria when they gave us independence.
India was free but broke. And yet here we are in 2025, a $4 trillion economy. How did that happen?
Take note of the numbers. $4 trillion economy. A country that in 1947, what broke it be? Now, let's go back to Yoruba people. if the regional government was not destroyed or truncated, we will be talking about $4 trillion economic in Yoruba land in the southwest region. And myself and you will be proud. Not that we're not proud today, but it will be a different game changer, because the reason why my late mother had, and some of your parents had access to come to UK as an example, was because Nigeria was still, that giant of Africa. Just apply for a small visa to South Africa. You'll be bounced, even though we know those ones they have issues with Nigerians. Let's go back again.
That's the story we have for you tonight. As we inch closer to August 15th, we are taking you on a journey through the stories that define India at 78. It's not just about India's freedom. It's about how we build our future.
Money, iléeṣẹ́ Koikimedia, kò sí rẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ. Future yẹn lèmi náà ti ń pariwo sílẹ̀ nísìn. Kò ń ṣe lọ́la Saturday yìí. Mò ń pariwo future ilẹ̀ Oòduà, future ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. So that tá bá ń celebrate in the next 50 years after we have left it, because Nigeria is going to break up. There's no doubt about it. I don't see Nigeria holding itself together, for another many more years to come. It's just that nobody can predict what time, what day, at exactly what hour ni ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dá dúró, ilẹ̀ Oòduà máa dá dúró. This Nigeria that me and you, they look at, God spare our life. Kọ́lọ́run fún wa ní ẹ̀mí tó gùn ká fi witness it. Because you will not grow as ilẹ̀ Oòduà in Nigeria. Kò ń ṣe pé there will not be, business, there will not be this, but early grow. Pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀yà tí àjọ kóra wa jọ papọ̀ sínú ẹ̀. Kò possible. Kò possible. Because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tílẹ̀ Yorùbá bá grow, we will be competing with. Do you know what is $4 trillion economy? Our 200 million. Yet we cannot take care of ourselves with the vast amount of all the resources blessed in that country. And India's story should be something that we should be proud to hear and then think about the future. Because when we talk about future, it's not tomorrow. That future that my mother is gone now. She would like to see the future that I'm still alive. The grandchildren that she left, they must witness a better Yoruba land, not Nigeria, even if they have a British passport. Because I want to take them back home. I want them to return back home. But nígbà tá a bá wà nínú, tá a sì wà nínú táì tí a sì ń bára wa jà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá, ilé òfin bẹ́ẹ̀ lè ṣe, ẹ̀ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ lè jà, ẹ̀ ń lè jà, ìyẹn la ṣe, ìyẹn la gbé. Indian story. That you would like to go to India. How many people wants to go to India? I'm just slowing down the video, so not because of anything, because I want to add my own bit of analysis before we move to the video again. They gained their freedom in 1947. We got independent in 1960. India is now 78 years old. Nigeria is about 66, thereabout. I'm sure some of you will say Rome was not built in one day. Nonsense and jagbajanti talk. This audio is almost 1 hour. I think I should end it and start another one. Koikimedia bringing the work closer to your doorstep. And I have just 14 minutes because I'm going to end the broadcast at exactly 15:15. So let's push a little bit more.
This is the India story. August 15th, 1947. It was the dead of night. Jawaharlal Nehru's voice echoed through the parliament. He declared India had kept its tryst with destiny.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge.
What he failed to mention was this: the newly sovereign India was broke. The British left behind a bleeding country, divided, looted, and hollowed out.
Did you hear that word? I can rewind it, but I won't. Bleeded country. At least I heard bleeded. Ìlú tó ń ṣàn fún ẹ̀jẹ̀. That is what British left for them. They actually gave them their freedom in 1947. But what they never gave them was báwo lẹ ṣe máa grow. Because when people say, hey, we have got independence, we should manage ourselves, are you sure you have got independence? Because if you have got true independence, nísìn nínú ràlẹ̀ràlẹ̀ àti ìranù àti jàǹbá oríṣiríṣi tó kàn ṣẹlẹ̀ tí tó ṣe ní solution sí, but they won't want to get a solution for it. So when somebody say, hey, we got independent, are you hearing Paliki? My friend, that India, I can take that back a little bit, just a chin. Let's hear again. Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́. I won't let all this other part until I get to where I wanted to pick from.
1947. It was the dead of night.
Dead of night.
He declared India had kept its tryst with destiny.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge.
What he failed to mention was this: the newly sovereign India was broke. The British left behind a bleeding country, divided, looted, and hollowed out. In the 1700s, India accounted for nearly 24% of global GDP. It was called...
When I listen to things like this on my own, before I bring it to you, I'm always cringe. Do you know what it means that in 1700, India was doing so much until the British came? Is that not the same thing, Pelawa? We were doing well on our own. We have our empire. Our people were enjoying life. They were trading. They were doing this until the British came. Let's look at the three things she said there. Britain left a bleeding country, a broke country, and a divided country. Are we not divided in Nigeria today? Are we not divided? Are we one? Can you literally say we are one united country? One united Nigeria? Are we one? We are so divided that even the 2027 election, so that let me add that to the discussion before I go. We have 3 tribes that want to contest. That's the way I say it. Ẹ̀yà mẹ́ta fẹ́ contest for election. Yoruba, President Tinubu. Peter Obi, Igbo. Fulani, Atiku Abubakar. Ta ni wọ́n máa dìbò fún tó bá ní kó lọ dìbò? With a country that is so disunited, will you truly, as a Yoruba man, say you will go and campaign for Peter Obi? Because you want the country to be great. Do you think when Peter Obi comes, Nigeria will be great? Yes, let him be the president and let's see. Because Even if Yoruba wants him to be president, do you think the Fulani wants Peter Obi, the Igbo man, to be president? Do you think the Fulani trust Igbo people? Do you think that the Fulani trust Igbo people to give them the power after everything that happened from 1960 up to when the regional government was truncated? I want to destroy regional government. Was it the Yoruba people that truncated the regional government? Shawala destroyer. Ṣé nínú ìtàn tá a ti ń gbọ́ látijọ́ tí a ti ń gbọ́ pé Yoruba people were the one that took off the regional government? So you now think that all those things are played out. Some people don't forget. So Britain left a divided country. They should have just left us the way they found us. Leave us like that. But that part that Britain decided to go in 1914, ibi tí wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ibi tí àdánwò ti dé nìyẹn. The fact that Britain came, did everything they wanted because àwọn náà wá hustle ni. The way tèmi náà ṣe wá hustle àtàwọn àtàwọn hustle ní abroad. Britain was looking for a survivor during that period. They were ready to destroy and maim and kill and do everything to survive because they needed to survive. The way we are surviving as well by leaving Nigeria, come abroad, you are not yet for anything but to survive. That's the way Britain was surviving. So this story of the India is something that we should think about, that where do we want to be our Irontan Pariwoi in the next 50 years?
The golden bird, because of its immense wealth and prosperity. By the time the Union Jack came down, that had plunged to just under 4%. Famines hollowed out the country. Railways served only colonial extractions.
Is that not what they did as well? They said they were producing railway just to move the natural resources from the place where they found it straight to the port and move it to UK and the rest of the globe. It's the same pattern that Britain did with India that Britain did with Nigeria. But what India did not accept is allow division to change their cultural being. Ibi táwa ti ní problem nìyẹn. We left our own culture and started becoming westernized people. Àwa la fẹ́ wà Western. Go and see the Indian parliament. How did they wear their own cultural dress to the parliament? They are so happy with it. Obìnrin akọ̀fàṣọba jókòó adéfìlà. Àwa la fẹ́ wọ suit nínú òrùn. Òrùn burúkú tó mú nínú Nàìjíríà a fẹ́ wọ suit because we want to be westernized. So we now started distorting our own culture. Béèyàn kan bá ń ṣe culture àní ó ti ń ṣẹbọ, ó ti ń ṣoògùn. Àwa destroy culture wa láti satisfy the conscience of the Western world. India náà ní Hindu, but wọ́n allow culture wọn kó override the interest in Western world. But yes, you have come here to take a lot of things from us, but the only thing that the India refused to give away was their culture. That culture was maintained till date.
The economy was stunted. Food shortages were common. Life expectancies.
Why is food shortage in Yoruba land today? The cause is Fulani. Because Fulani ò jẹ́ ká gbé oúnjẹ kalẹ̀ ká máa jẹ. Èèyàn á ṣe wàhálà, á dá oko, Fulani á kó màálù síbẹ̀, wá jẹun pine in one Nigeria.
stood at 32 years, the literacy rate was 12%. To build a future.
Literacy mean pé àwọn tó kàwé láyé bàbá ó lọ́wọ́ àwọn wo ló ń kàwé jù. Make sure that everybody that ọmọ lówó ni ọmọ tálákà ni ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn ní education. Àwa dẹni tí mo rí bọ̀bọ̀ kan iṣẹ́ tó máa ń ṣe ni pé ó máa ń káàkiri á gbé fídíò. Ó wá rí ọmọ kékeré. I'm sure some of you have come across this video. He has a lot of followers. I can do something like that. I will be doing well and look after myself and ibi tí ọba ti ń ṣe ni ọmọ ti jẹ. Ọmọ yẹn wá ń ta pure water bí kankan lórí títì. Ó ti wọ ọmọ yẹn látọ̀ nǹkan. You know, people like that, they spot. Because Nigeria and in Lagos State, they have a lot of that. If I go to Lagos today with my phone, I will bring content that you will cry and you will pay money to support them. Because ẹlẹ́ran ara ni wá. Bọ́lọ̀ ṣe dá wa, especially àwa Yorùbá, a lè fi ojú wa yìí, a lè fún yàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bọ́lọ̀ ṣe dá wa nìyẹn. Ojú wa a lè yọ fún èèyàn. And if you think I'm lying, I will bring it one day for you. My younger sister donated one kidney for somebody that she never know. Yeah. You are hearing this for the first time, Abi. Yeah, I'm telling you. Before my mother died, ó fún èèyàn ní nínú méjì, ó wá fún èèyàn lẹ́yọ̀kan, kò gbowó fún, ó fún lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, ó save ẹ̀mí ẹni náà. Tí mẹ́rin tẹ́ ń bá dé, mo ní èmi ní the last man standing. A ṣe mẹ́yẹ bọ̀ lápò ni. Ṣé wọ́n lè ṣe? Èmi ò lè ṣe o. But eléyìí tèmi ń ṣe yìí, èmi náà fira mi sílẹ̀ fẹ́yìn ni. Yes. She donated her kidney. And she was so happy to do it. She was pleased to do it. It's unfortunate that sometimes àwọn tí yàn tẹ̀ ń torí ẹ̀ ṣe wàhálà tí yàn kọ́ bá kàn ó wọn nígbà míì. Àwọn wèrè àtàsẹ́wìn. Ìlòmí akọ́wà comment. Àbí? Torí àti ìjókòó sí bíbá ẹ̀. Torí àsí nínú studio bí àwọn Sky News. Àbí? Ìyẹn náà lẹ ṣe ń sọ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ sí wa nígbà míì bá ti dá sí yín lára. Ìyẹn tí yà ń jẹ. When I went to Nigeria, and let me leave that side. I wanted to donate blood. And somebody said they might just sell it. You give them the blood, they will sell it. So why do you want to give your blood? They will sell it. Blood that a man donate. I donate blood here in UK. Donate blood. If we do nothing now, the future of Yoruba land, so let me wrap it up this morning. Mukofini, snip view, India. I don't have to play the rest. You can just foresee the rest. You can think about it. Imagine my sister donate kidney. She was happy to do it to save somebody's life. Because the person where they give that kidney, her own kidney or her own kidney completely damaged. She can't say, eyo kolara temi. She be méjì ni. Eyo kefun. No monetary was exchanged. Do you know that that's the same thing that Ike Kirimadu wants to come and do for the daughter? Tó gbéyàn wá láti Nigeria, tó fi ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. It's the same thing he wanted to come and do. Ó fi wá your kidney ẹni tí wọ́n mú bọ̀ láti Nigeria tó ti parọ́ fún. pé wọ́n fi mú kókó àkàwé ni. Ọ̀ǹtì tí yẹn débẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀ láìsí pé ètè báwọn sọkọ́ nìyẹn ní Nàìjíríà tó fi di court case tó fi di pé wọ́n sentence ìyàwó Ikekremadu àti Ikekremadu. Ikekremadu ṣì wà ní prison because the daughter had issue with her kidney and they needed quickly to get somebody to put the kidney so that she can live a better life. Àwa lọ mú yàn wá láti Nàìjíríà. And if due process is not taken, it is a crime in the UK. You cannot just pick anybody from Nigeria and say, come and give kidney here in UK. It doesn't work like that. It's a big crime. Let me leave it like that this morning. Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch up again. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá gbọ́ díò mi, ẹ bá mi pín kó dé ibi tó yẹ kó dé. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep. And on that note, let me just appreciate Mori Baba mi, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, mo kí gbogbo yín. Mori yín Ìyọlá Adédọ́yìn, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo kí yín. Bàbá Kẹ́hìndé Ọlá Ọ̀sẹ́ni, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí TikTok, mo kí yín. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook. Ajibade, mo kí yín. Ẹ tí ń bá dárúkọ ẹ má fi ṣèbínú. Let's call it a night. Mr. Kim ni President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Divide Nigeria now. Mo kí bàbá mi Ọpẹ́yẹmí. We are grateful to, we will do a special program to appreciate everyone that made it through for Kogi State. Go and watch those videos again and see how Kogi State welcome Igboho Morirueri. And if you say that Igboho is not loved, but about 96,000 people watch it online. So far on my Facebook, 96,000. So there must be something we attach with Igboho, whether they feel APC, no they feel APC. There's something that our spirit attach with him, you know. And we're grateful to have him in this generation. Ẹni tó bá mọyì nǹkan tó ní, àwa mọyì ẹ̀. So mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ǹkan sí. Oran yọlá máa sùn wọn. Láti ilé iṣẹ́ wa náà ni o. Mo kí yín, ọbẹ̀ Elédùmarè, kó jẹ́ ká sùn, ká jí láyọ̀. Gbogbo ibikíbi tó ti máa kírun Jímọ̀ lénìí, the four corners of the world, k'Ọlọ́run kó gbà ní ìbádà fún wa. Àwa tá jẹ́ Kristẹni náà, k'Ọlọ́run kó gbàdúrà wa. Àwa tó níṣẹ̀ṣe, àbọ̀rú àbọ̀yè o, àbọ̀yè ṣíṣe o. Orúkọ mi náà ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. The last man standing. Good night.